Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video we're going to go over what's next in the printing process, and that's to level our bed. The reasoning behind leveling it, it's not level with like a bubble level, it's level as in it's equally spaced from the print head to the print bed. And what we're looking for is nothing more than really the thickness of a couple of post-it notes or a piece of paper. The first thing we need to do in order to get this bed leveled is we need to get it into an auto home position, and it's really simple using our keypad. The first thing I'm going to do is power up the system. And then I'm going to zoom you in so you can see what functions I'm going through over here to the right. So in a future video I'll walk you through what all this means on the top. For the time being, for leveling the bed, we use our control knob to interact with the computer in the Ender 3. So first thing we'll do is we'll press in on the button. That's going to bring up all of our menus. We're going to scroll by turning the knob. We'll go to prepare, select it, and then we'll go down here to auto home. Before I click it, I'll zoom you guys out, and what auto home is it's a standard reference point on the printer, and it's going to travel each axis to its stopping point, and that's going to be its reference for a start point. Before this print head gets into position, I'm going to inspect it and make sure there's no filament hanging down. What I'm doing is I'm looking at the print nozzle where the filament comes out. What you can do is take a pair of flush cutters and just reach up underneath and trim off any filament that's coming out. With you guys zoomed out, I'm going to do the same steps. Come over here to our menus, go to prepare, go down to auto home, and we'll watch all of the axes go to their stop points. Alright, now we've gone to the home location for the print head. I'm going to power off the system. And with the power off of the system, I can now freely move all of our axes. One thing to note is you don't want to do this when it's powered on, because these motors are energized at the time and you can damage them doing that. On the bottom of the Ender 3, there's 4 knobs. And these knobs have a screw in them and a spring. And what it does is it spring loads the bed and sets it to that adjustable height. Turning the knobs counterclockwise is going to make the bed go down, and then screwing them clockwise is going to make the bed go up. What we're simply looking for is something like the posted note to be able to slide between the print head and the print bed somewhat freely. So right now, in this corner, I've got too much gap, and I'll get you guys a picture to see how much gap there is. Now that gap doesn't look like it's awful much, but when we're talking about 0.02 of a millimeter, that's a lot, and I can almost guarantee you we'd have poor adhesion in this spot. There's 4 knobs located underneath the print bed, 1 in each corner. And what I'm simply going to do, because our bed is too low, I'm going to rotate our knob up to where it contacts the piece of paper. So you can see my piece of paper has been pinched in between. And I'm just dragging my fingers to pull it out without a lot of force, and it's not coming out. So what I'm going to end up doing is slowly cranking it down to where the paper has a bit of resistance, but nothing that's going to keep it in. I should be able to freely move my post-it note in and out with just a hint of resistance. And that's where we've got. I'll take a picture of this and show you how high that really is. So now that I have this corner done, I'm going to go to each corner and do the same thing. Adjusting one corner will move the other corners a little bit off, so it's always good if you make any adjustments to check all of your corners. Right. So now with our bed leveled, there's one thing I want to do before I run our test print. I'm going to take some isopropyl alcohol and just wipe the print bed off because I've been touching it and there's dust and debris on it. There's different schools of thought for this. Some people use a glue stick to help adhesion. Some people will end up using hairspray, and I believe there's a special chemical that's sold that you can spray on here. But I find messing with the temperatures, running about a 220 degree temperature on the nozzle and a 65 degree temperature on the print bed, will end up giving you really good adhesion with your standard PLAs. Alright, at this point we've given our print head and our print bed a standard distance between the two, and technically we're ready to print. Before I go ahead and print anything, what I like to do is run a test print, and it's a simple square pattern with progressively bigger squares. And in the next video I'll go over on how to do that. So look for that video, and any questions about this process, let me know below. And as always guys, thanks for watching.